This is in no way my attempt to justify my comic book obsession. And this story, I really like. Artwork, the storytelling. Hello and welcome to another episode of The Pull List. My name is Travis. Let's talk about one of the biggest breakout comic book characters in the past few years, Spider-Gwen. I was in Toys R Us with a friend last week and I found this rock candy vinyl of Spider-Gwen. I also found this Gwenpool pop figure and he didn't know who either of them were. I mean, he was able to deduce that this was a pool, as in Deadpool, and that this was a spider, as in Spider-Man, but he didn't know that they were actual characters. And it may be conceited for me to be shocked by that because I used to work in a comic book store. I'm very much invested in comic book culture. But Spider-Gwen, at least, has been in the mainstream public eye for the past year or so. She has merchandise at Walmart, Toys R Us, Hot Topic. She's in all of the mainstreams. But I realized that doesn't mean that someone is going to know their character from a character standpoint. They could look at that and think that it's just a parody of sorts. And that's what we're going to talk about in today's video, the origin of Spider-Gwen. The long and short of it is that there are different realities, different universes, different Earths. And we've talked about how Marvel Comics has different universes all existing at the same time. Now, the Many Worlds interpretation states that all possible alternate futures and histories both exist, each representing their own world or universe. Who knows, there could be a universe where I decided to cut my hair and shave over the weekend. Now, we've talked about alternate Earths and universes in Marvel Comics. The main continuity that we follow in Marvel Comics is Earth 616. Miles Morales was from the Ultimate Universe, Earth 1610, and the Marvel Animated Universe is 92131. On Earth 65, Gwen Stacy was bitten by a radioactive spider instead of Peter Parker. So, instead of Peter Parker becoming Spider-Man, Gwen Stacy becomes Spider-Woman. Getting bitten by the radioactive spider gave her all of the quintessential spider powers. She became friends with her neighbor, Peter Parker, an outsider, Harry Osborn. Though Peter Parker, who was prone to be on the receiving end of some very harsh bullying, became obsessed with Spider-Woman, not knowing that she was Gwen next door. Peter Parker created a formula which turned him into a gigantic lizard, and on prom night was bullied once again, injected himself with the formula, and became a rampaging lizard monster. Gwen suits up, is forced to fight and subdue him, and as a result of his injuries, turns back into his human form, and in her arms he says that he just wanted to be special like her, and dies. She runs from the scene, creating the public ideology that Spider-Woman is a murderer and a menace to society. Following the conclusion of the Spider-Verse event, a comic event which brought a multitude of spider beings from all over the multiverse together to fight a single foe, she returned to her own reality to try to change the public opinion of Spider-Woman by helping people. And with the appearance of the new villain, the Vulture, Gwen set out to capture him, deliver him to the police, and try to gain people's trust back. Spider-Gwen was sort of meant to be a standout character in the Spider-Verse, but Marvel had no idea how big of a fan favorite she would become. I mean, Spider-Ham and the Punk Spider-Man were both big standouts for Spider-Verse too, but you don't see plushies of them at Toys R Us. I mean, there might be a plush Spider-Ham somewhere, but not at Toys R Us. No. Her first appearance was in this issue, Edge of Spider-Verse #2, which caused this issue to go back for reprint after reprint after reprint. A first printing like this can go for a bit of money. Her popularity is heavily tied to her costume design, which looks great. It's very stylized, much different than any outfits of other spider beings that we've seen. In October of 2014, it was announced that Spider-Gwen would be getting her own standalone series, and the rest is comic history. In the comments down below, let me know what you think the next pull list video should be about. Should I delve more into the multiverse? Should I talk about Gwenpool? Should I talk about other just comic booky entertainment type news? Let me know in the comments down below. As always, my name is Travis. Thank you for fueling my comic book obsession, and you will see me tomorrow.